Welcome to our teaching of English modal auxiliaries. In this opportunity, I would like to explain the definition of English modal auxiliaries, their pattern and usages. Modal auxiliaries are helping verbs that express a wide range of meaning.
The modal auxiliaries in English are can, could, may, might, shall, should, will, would, must, had better, ought to, have to. Modal auxiliaries generally express a speaker's attitudes or modals such as ability, necessity, obligation, permission, advisability, possibility, request, etc. Each modal has more than one meaning. The patterns of modals are: modal are followed immediately by the simple form of a verb, not by to. For example, I can speak English, not I can to speak English. Modal do not take a final S, even when the subject is he, she, or it. For example, he can speak English, not he can speak English. The only exception is ought and have, which are followed by an infinitive, to plus the simple form of a verb. For example, she ought to go to the meeting. I have to study tonight.
In this program, those modals will be shown based on usages or meanings by example in short conversations. This program is important for those who learn English, especially modal auxiliaries. Now, let's hear brief conversation which contains modals can and could.
Hi, what are you doing?
Oh, hi. I'm trying to look for the answers of yesterday's mathematics exam.
Why? Was it difficult? I'm sure you could do it.
No, I'm not sure I could answer all those questions. I'm afraid I'll get bad score for this semester.
Hey, don't be sad. You still have time to revise your score. I can teach you. I got A for this subject.
You did? Can you teach me now?
Of course. Let's see.
From this conversation, there are two modals that are used, can and could. Those two modals are used in order to express ability. Their usages in the sentences can be differentiated based on tenses. As in the previous conversation, the first modal could in the sentences.
I'm sure you could do it.
No, I'm not sure I could answer all those questions.
I'm sure you could do it, and I'm not sure I could answer all those questions are used to show ability in the past form.
I can teach you.
Can you teach me now?
Meanwhile, the second modal can in the sentences I can teach you and can you teach me now are used to show ability in the present or future form.
Now, let's hear some brief conversation which contain another modal that are modal must and have to.
Hi girls, where's Tom?
Tom? Well, we don't know. You haven't seen him today.
Yeah, what's wrong? You look so worried.
No, I'm fine. You see, I must talk to him right away. I have an urgent message for him.
Why don't you just call him?
Yeah, you're right. I'll call him right away. I thought to see him today. Okay, girls, I'm gonna call him now. Okay, bye.
Bye! Hi, how are you? What are you doing?
Oh, hi. I'm reading a novel. How are you?
Fine, thanks. Did you get this music by?
Stephen Sheldon.
By the way, I'm looking for Ryan. I have to talk to him about our lunch date tomorrow. I can meet him for the lunch because I have to go to my uncle's house at 1. Do you know where he is?
I'm sorry. I don't know where he is. I haven't seen him today.
From those previous conversations, there are two models that are used. They are modal, must, and have to. These models express necessity. But in everyday statement of necessity, modal have to is used more commonly than modal must. Must is usually stronger than have to and can indicate urgency or stress importance. Let's take a look again from the first conversation of usage of modal must.
I must talk to him right away. I have an urgent message for him.
I must talk to him right away. I have an urgent message for him. It seems like speaker is strongly saying this is very important.
I have to talk to him about our lunch date tomorrow. I can't meet him for the lunch because I have to go to my uncle's house at 1.
Meanwhile, modal have to in second conversation. I have to talk to him about our lunch date tomorrow because I have to go to my uncle's house at 1 p.m. Shows that speaker is simply saying, I need to do this, and I need to do that. It can be seen that from those two conversations, which use modal must and have to, can be concluded that modal must and have to are used in order to express necessity, but modal must is stronger than have to.
Let's continue our teaching of English modal auxiliaries with another brief conversation which contain modals should, ought to, and had better.
Well, the exam of this subject will be held next week, but there are still some theories that I don't understand, and I'm afraid that I will get bad score for this subject.
Hey, don't say that. Don't worry, we still have enough time. At least 6 days. I think you should study harder.
Yeah, you're right.
Hello. Yes, speaking. Oh, hi, James. How are you? Not bad. Where are you? I ought to study tonight, but I think I'll watch TV instead. The gas tank is almost empty. We had better stop at the next service station.
We don't have to. Besides, we're almost there.
Hey, If we don't stop at the next service station, there will be a bad result. We will run out of gas.
Okay, okay. There is a service station there. We stop there.
From those conversations, there are three modals are used. They are should, ought to, and had better. These three modals are used in order to express advisability. The meaning range in range from suggestion.
I think you should study harder.
We can see from the first conversation, the sentence, I think you should study harder. It's clear that modal should shows advisability means, this is a good idea. This is my advice. Meanwhile, the modal should, in the second scene, which is written on the board, driver should obey the speed limit, is also clear shows advisability means, this is an important responsibility.
I ought to study tonight, but I think I'll watch TV instead.
From the second conversation, modal ought to in the sentence, I ought to study tonight, but I think I'll watch TV instead, also shows advisability, but it is usually used in informal speaking.
We had better stop at the next service station.
The third conversation, modal had better in the sentence, we had better stop at the next service station, is also shows advisability. In meaning, had better is close to should or ought to, but had better is usually stronger. Often, had better implies a warning or a threat of a possible bad consequence. Modal had better has a present or a future meaning. It is followed by the simple form of a verb, and it is more common in speaking than writing.
This is the end of our teaching of English modal auxiliaries. There are still a lot of other English modal auxiliaries and their usage which we haven't presented in this program. We will meet again in another English teaching program. Hopefully this program will be useful for those who learn English, especially about English modal auxiliaries. See you next time. Bye!